Hello and welcome to the TheWarhammerLady. Today I'll be going through the troop choices and the dedicated vehicles of the Codex Dark Angels. First off, they only have two troop choices, the Tactical Squad and the Scout Squad. The Tactical Squad is a total of 70 points. For that you get a total of 5 Space Marines. One is called a Sergeant, but he doesn't really do anything different. Except for the fact that you can upgrade him if you wish for another 10 points, and then he gets an extra attack and an extra leadership. Also, you can include up to 5 additional Space Marines for the same point cost as buying a new unit. And if you have 5 Space Marines in a group, you can choose to replace your bolt gun with either a special weapon or a heavy weapon from a list in this entry. For example, you can take a flamer as a special weapon or a heavy bolter as a heavy weapon. Also, if you have 10 Space Marines in a group, you can choose to have one special weapon as well as a heavy weapon. The Scout Squad is a total of 60 points. You get 4 Scouts and 1 Scout Sergeant. He has 1 extra ballistic skill and 1 extra weapon skill than the other guys. You can also upgrade him to be a Veteran Sergeant, and then he gets an extra attack and an extra leadership as well. And you can also include 5 additional Scouts, again for the same point cost as buying a new unit. And one of the scouts in your group, regardless if they're 5 or 10, can also choose to replace his bolt gun with a heavy bolter or a missile launcher that can also take flak missiles. These troop choices are quite varied. There's only 2 of them, but you can use them in different ways. For example, you can take 5 Space Marines and pay the measly 70 points and put them in a corner and just wait until the game is almost over, for example if you play for victory points, and then just rush out with them and hold an objective so that you get victory points. You can also upgrade them, of course, with, say, a missile launcher. I will probably do this rather than have the scouts take it, since the ordinary Space Marines have 1 more in ballistic skill. You can also choose to have groups of 10, and if you take, for example, tactical squads, you can choose to let them have a flamer and a multi-malta, and that means that you can actually shoot at your enemies at close range before assaulting. So there are various ways that you can use these units, and I think that's brilliant. I think it's really needed, because just having 2 basic troops that didn't really give you any variety would be a very boring way to play a game. Of course, you can also have dedicated transports, and there's 3 of them: a Rhino, a Razorback, and a Drop Pod. They don't do anything in particular. There is much a Rhino as any other Rhino. I compare the point cost to my Space Wolves Codex, and it's the same, though the Razorback in this codex is more expensive. However, the upgrades for it, for example the twin-linked heavy flamer, is a lot less expensive. Also, it says that they can take items from the Dark Angels vehicle equipment list, and it's right here in the war gear list. But it's only dozer blades, storm bolters, extra armor, or a 100-killer missile. So it's nothing really extraordinary or awesome just because they're Dark Angels. With that said, it's not really anything else to be said about the troop choices and the dedicated transports because, well, it's just few entries. But I think that they made a good job with the troops, making them versatile and allowing you to play your troops in different ways, even though there's just 2 entries. The next time I'll be talking about elites, so stay tuned and bye bye!